Welcome back to a brand new episode of Charm City Beat Live. Happy New Year's. Welcome to 2026. And of course, the first game of the calendar year is, of course, the biggest game for the Ravens.
Still alive.
Hashtag the script.
Still alive.
Yeah. So before we get started, it is. Hold on one second. I hear echo. Before we get started, I do want to give a shout out. This is 2026, so that marks 10 years since we started this channel. Could have told me a decade ago I'd still be doing this, talking shit with my closest friends on the internet. I wouldn't have believed you. But here we are, still doing it in color, 4K even now. But yeah, we're still here. We're going to do a lot of great things this year. Also, Ross, happy birthday. It is Man's birthday. So happy birthday in the chat.
We're all old.
We are fucking old. Mid-30s.
We're all past our mid-30s.
Late shit. But without further ado, let's get down to it. Guys, they handle business. The Ravens handle business. I did not think that we would. I had my doubts. I'm not going to lie. I had my doubts. I didn't think we'd be having a conversation positive this week.
Yeah, they had 7% chance to make the playoffs after the loss to the New England Patriots. And then, because this is what they had to go, and they had to beat the Green Bay Packers on the road, which I think a lot of fans, even before the season started, were thinking that's probably a loss. Michael Parsons went down. I think the game got a little easier. And then Jordan Love got hurt. We were like, okay, now we got a shot. But then we also needed the Pittsburgh Steelers to inconceivably lose to the Browns, though they've lost a ton in Cleveland the last few years.
Yeah, I did not realize they were that bad in Cleveland recently.
Oh.
But, Aaron Rodgers, season on the line, there's no way, right? It happened. It happened as they said. They beat the Packers convincingly, and maybe the biggest win of the year. You're going to have to argue it. We're going to get into it. And then to watch the next day, watch the Cleveland Browns go up 10-0, and we're like, are we doing this shit? And then to see how that game ended and the inconceivable way that they lost that game to the Browns, that would have already put it in overtime. Like, unbelievable, boys. Like, talk about a script. New life. New life.
It was a very weird Sunday for me. I'm like, the Ravens aren't playing, but I have a game I have to watch, but I have to root for the Browns. But then my dad made a good point. He's like, no, you're not rooting for the Browns. You're rooting against the Steelers. You say it that way, it sounds a little better because, I mean, let's be honest, we're always rooting against the Steelers.
Yeah.
I mean, even if we didn't need this game, we're probably rooting against the Steelers in this game anyway, unless there's some weird way that them winning helped us somehow. But the Packers game, once that happened, I was like, now I have hope, I guess.
And we weren't the only ones. I don't know if you guys caught John Harbaugh's press conference on Monday, but he was like, we had a watch party.
Oh, yeah.
We had coaches there, players there. We were rooting. We were fans.
Players after the game were very adamant of what they were doing. They asked Derrick Henry they asked him after the game. So he's like, yeah, go do it. Get him. Snoop's like, I'm trying to get out of here so I can call Shador and tell him to get it done. Because we all forgot. He was a Brown for like a spell.
Yeah,
before he came back here. So he's over there like, I got to go call. They were not and what made it even funnier was after the Browns game, they started asking, so how do you feel that you helped the Ravens? And they're like, no, we just got to win. So they clearly like, yeah, we know what we did. We're not going to. The Ravens were like, yes, we are rooting for the Browns. Yeah. Like you said, Harbaugh was like telling in the Ravens Wired, he said, how mad do you think my wife would be if I said, oh, y'all are invited over? Well, guess what? She's going to have to be mad because I just did it. He's talking to like, Dad, get eating snacks. Telling the equipment people. He was like, yeah, and like you said, people wherever. They had a watch party. People went to the Harbaughs. And as you know, neighbors with the DeCostas.
Yeah.
So, that was a bet. I don't think I've ever actually seen another NFL team basically rooting like, yes, we need our rival to win against our other rival.
Hey, any given fucking Sunday.
Normally players are like, yeah, man, what happens, happens. I might keep an eye on it. I don't know. But they're like, yeah, we're watching.
Yeah. No, again, exciting vibes. Unreal. Unmatched. And we're going to talk about it tonight. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about the Ravens did what they need to do. We're going to also show you what they need to do. But yeah, we got an episode for you. Before getting into it, though, out the gates, two guys I thought would have gotten it last year, but Terrell Suggs and Marshall Yanda have been named to the top 15 finalists of the 2026 Pro Football Hall of Fame. Personally, I think it's a given this year.
Suggs goes in last year if he doesn't have his off the field drive-through incident, because he outstatted most of Jared Allen's stats last year, and he went in. So yeah, I think Suggs is probably going to get in. Yanda, once again, guard, probably going to do, and also they don't usually like doing two of the same team. So, but no, I'm definitely feeling Suggs should get the nod this year.
What do you think, Jordan?
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you. I think Yanda's super underrated, even with the Hall of Fame chatter, underrated guard. I think at the time that he played, the best in the league. I think the stats show it. Super Bowl champion. But yeah, Terrell Suggs transcended. He was in the same realm as, Ray Lewis and Ed Reed and Lamar Jackson, of guys that, put the city on their back when they were here. And there was a period when there was no Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, or Lamar Jackson, and he had to be the guy that put the mask on and he put the flames up and kept kept Tom Brady, kept the Big Ben, that guy up north, rather. Sorry, not Tom Brady. And the Pittsburgh Steelers hating, and he made his mark in the biggest games, won Defensive Player of the Year. Hats off to him. He went on to he won one of the Super Bowl, I think, right, with the Chiefs, Rams,
Chiefs.
So, you know what? I can't wait. He's going to get in, if not this year, next year for sure. And it's another, notch on the Ravens.
The sheer fact that we today are still like, we need to find our new Terrell Suggs. That we're still like, that's just the impact he had. We basically knew, all right, he's going to get to the quarterback most times in this game. That's what made Ray Lewis so great. Ed Reed, good line rush makes the D-backs and all that look good. It helps them. Quarterbacks need to get the ball out quicker. You saw all last week the Cleveland Steelers. They were terrified. One, I think it was kind of funny. They were a little terrified of having Myles Garrett break the record against them. But you saw he was getting the ball out quick. And Aaron Rodgers does that anyway, but he was even making throws. Even the announcers were like, he probably doesn't do that if Garrett is going for the record there. But so, yeah, that's the impact a rusher has, and he was that here.
Yeah, and they're going up against another one in T.J. Watt on Sunday, which I think that also, to your point, Ross, played into why they didn't want to give up the sack to Myles Garrett, because they didn't want to do it because T.J. Watt's a Steeler. And so I think that also maybe played into they're not going to say it, but if there was ever a script as far as that went, I think you saw that play out. There was no way they were going to get number 22.5 to Myles Garrett.
Bro, I was rooting for that hard. I'm not even gonna lie.
It would have been great.
That shit would have been beautiful. Oh my god, that would have been. Who did they play this week? Who did the Browns play?
Bengals.
Bengals.
He'll get it.
He's going against Joe. He's going against Flacco.
Oh, he's going to get 3 of them.
I'm 90% sure it's Flacco. Less of that thing I saw is just the fact he's on the team. I something tells me the Bengals are resting people.
Even if it's the second half, I can see them giving Joe Flacco a quarter just because this is probably it for him.
Yeah. Like Myles gets that record, he's out. He's good. I don't know. That's crazy. Congrats to him. But no, Terrell Suggs, Marshall Yanda, 2 very deserving players. Yeah, excited to see that. Their NFL, man, how do we get that many players in the Pro Bowl?
I asked that question too when I saw it.
That's fucking.
I mean, to be fair, one of them I'm wearing it right now. One of them is only like 2, if that, in the whole conference. So
yeah, I mean, we got Kyle Hamilton, no brainer. Pat Ricard, I don't think there's any. Like you said, there's no.
Like I said, it's either him or the Dolphins fullback most times when they make it. That's why he's now up in the ranks of Ravens with Ed Reed, Ray Lewis, and all of them for making Pro Bowls with 6.
Roquan getting into the Pro Bowl is interesting.
I mean,
Doesn't
let's
shock
not
me,
also
though.
forget the whole Pro Bowl is a popularity contest.
Yeah.
I mean,
At the same time,
Travis Kelce, I think, led the league in Pro Bowl voting, and he is not having a Travis Kelce lead the league in Pro voting year.
Is Rowe having a bad year though, or is the Ravens having a bad year?
I think
He's having an up and down year.
Yeah,
remember, we praised him so much after the one game where Ray Lewis got there and told him to hunt. We're like, okay, that's what it's do. Then
that was the Bears game too. That was the Bears game.
But then there's games where if you look at this last game, whether it was gameplay or not, Nate Wiggins led the team in tackles.
I'm gonna put it like this: Roquan is the quarterback of the defense. So when you're the quarterback of defense, if your defense is sucking, technically you're having a bad year. Technically your stats probably aren't going to be that high as previous years.
And also this, Ross, the Packers could not run the football on Saturday. There was a reason why Nate Wiggins had all the tackles, because he was giving up all the fucking yards.
I'm about to say, now something was wrong with Nate Wiggins that game.
No one's running on the Ravens anymore, and I think it's big because of Kyle Hamilton in the box and Roquan. And I think we're going to see on Sunday, because that's the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to have to run the football without Washington and without DK, and we'll get into it. But, I mean, it's going to be a row game. It's going to be a Ravens-Steelers game.
Yeah, it's going to be a great game. Oh, my God. Almost done the boring shit. We're almost done the boring shit. We're going to get into the meat and pit. Ben Cleveland, cut.
Oh, hold on. Don't leave the rest of the Pro Bowls out of this.
Oh, all right. We'll keep going.
Jordan Stout, man. I called that midway through the year he was making a Pro Bowl.
Is he an all-pro? You think?
Gets it
most likely. I'm pretty sure most times the punter who makes the starter as the Pro Bowl is probably the all-pro punter.
Imagine.
I doubt there's going to be much to be like, well, we gave him the all-pro bowl. We'll give their punters. It's a contract year for him, by the way.
Yeah.
He's getting paid.
Sneaky contract year. He'll get paid. I mean, he's not going to cost a lot. He's a punter.
Linderbaum gets it simply on the fact he's had to play virtually 2 gaps on fucking O-line every goddamn play because he sits next to Cleveland.
No. He couldn't. He never was able to sit next to Cleveland because they didn't start him. He's sitting next to Falala and Voorhees.
Yeah, I know.
But that's
whatever.
Tomato, Gerald.
Whatever. 2 big motherfuckers
that Linderbaum Pro Bowl nod.
2 big motherfuckers that can't.
He just got more expensive.
I mean, it was expected. He's the best fucking center in the league when he has a proper guard to help him.
Yeah, but now he's got at least 3. He's got 3 Pro Bowls to his name.
We were gonna have to pay him prime dollar whether he made the Pro Bowl this year or not.
Here's the question: is Derrick Henry a Pro Bowler?
I think so.
He should be, but we didn't use him right.
No, so he's not technically. Right?
He's an alternate, so no. Him, Lamar, and Andrews were alternates.
Okay.
I would like to believe that Derrick Henry is deserving to be in the Pro Bowl.
The stats support it. I think he's 3rd in rushing, 2nd in touchdowns. He doesn't catch the ball, but you saw the impact. Yep. We'll get into it there too, but
I think he just not his own fault, but obviously he disappeared too much because Harbaugh didn't play him. But
misused, and I'm so glad we're not having this conversation because the Steelers beat the Browns and we're sounding off, because that was going to be the other half of the show. It's either we're going to be previewing the Steelers game or previewing the firing of somebody, because wow, like I'm so glad that we just put off that conversation, maybe forever, maybe another week. They lose to Pittsburgh on Sunday. I think we'll still have it.
We'll see how they how they lose to Pittsburgh.
Right, because that's the only way. I think the only way that conceivably losing to Pittsburgh is if they decide to again not do the things that we saw on Saturday.
Yes,
in Green Bay, which we'll get to. Shortly.
We're almost there.
That left me feeling like sunshines and rainbows and kittens watching that game unfold on Saturday.
Two more bits of boring news, everyone. It's fine.
I mean, John Jenkins got extended, and then Nnamdi.
That opens that question even more.
I think
that is now the second defensive tackle they have extended since his extension. One was Travis Jones, which made sense. Now the fact that we're basically giving a guy who kind of stepped into his spot just so we could guarantee to have something next year. That's not sounding great.
What a shame, guys. What a shame. Because he was literally top 3 defensive tackle in football. And he wasn't 3.
He was up there with like the likes of like what the hell was his name on the LA Rams back in Aaron
Donald, yeah.
Yeah, Aaron Donald. He was with him, and it is heartbreaking because again, he was
like I said, yeah, he had his breakout year that got him paid. Yeah. Even in the next year where you could almost get a down year, what he did were not stat driven. He ate bodies.
Eat bodies and
open up for Kyle Van Noy's, for John Owais when he was here, for Clowney when he opened up outside lanes and inside lanes for people.
Yeah, and if Aaron Rodgers hates people in his face, he would have pushed the pocket up. Forces guys like Willis out. Like, it's just an absolute loss if he's lost forever. And our defensive coordinator happened to him, Zach Gore. And that conversation was had. Sucks.
Yeah,
that almost is better for him. The fact that his own DC was like, "Hey, I did this.
Don't mess with it." And he tried to come back, and he probably regretted doing that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's like, "I know what you're going through. Just don't. It's not worth it.
You got paid, son. You're good.
Pending injury, not worth it. Be fucking paralyzed the rest of your life for what? Oh man, but
wild card loss. I'm kidding.
Stop. Oh my god. Stop. Oh shit. Oh man. But speaking of wild card, everything is on the line this weekend. Ravens' only way into the playoffs is to win. Winning in. Lose and we're having a different conversation. But winning in. Ravens did everything they had to do last week, and they did it on the backs of someone we've been crying to fucking use all goddamn season.
We win at least 5 more games, if not more. I mean, if we did what we did,
he would have almost 2,000 yards rushing.
Easily. I want this where he is now easily.
He's 400. When this game ends on Sunday, win or loss, he's going to be around 400 yards short of 2,000. You can't tell me he wouldn't have gotten that.
Let's take a look. Let's just take a look real quick. And just show you the fucking crazy shit this guy does. Sure.
If I knew I made my bet just saying that's what the Ravens need to do to win. If I knew that's what they were gonna do, I would have done a lot more.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's insane to me that with Derrick Henry, I mean, he had 216 rushing yards, the most by an opposing player at Lambeau Field in history, and 4 touchdowns. So here's my thing. This man still could potentially accomplish 1,500 yards.
1,600.
He's only 13 yards short of 1,500.
He's like 130 yards away, Gerald, from 1,600.
Like, that's insane. That's insane. So you're telling me if we had used him before, this man could easily have almost 2,500 yards in theory. In theory, it is possible if he ran like this, more games than not.
Now, I'll pause you real quick and just say that if they somehow get into the playoffs and run the table, and it's because they've not used him as much early on, it's a blessing. If the Patriots loss led to them playing the way they're playing now.
That's their secret plan, then all right.
If by magical, it works by some miracle that this is how it's going down, and they can now run him 35, 40 times a game for 4 games in a row, 5 games in a row, and that's it, and then he can retire or whatever, let's do it. Because that's what he wants. That's what he wants anyway. He's begging us to do it. Then why hold him back?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. I'm going to stop that share real quick. But, yeah, it literally makes no sense. I mean, this is a man on the opposite side of 30. He's doing things that no other running back is doing. I mean, just his pure size alone. Again, he's built like fucking Terrell Suggs. He's built like Terrell Suggs playing running back. I don't know. It's one of those things where hardball conversation. Always some crazy shit happens that saves this man's job. Derrick Henry is poised to save this man's job as long as he does, as long as Harbaugh has a game plan that does what it needs to do.
Question.
So-
We're just saying. Apparently, Monken this week was constantly saying, "Yeah, get back in there." What? Where was that? Where was that against the Patriots? Where was that against the Bengals on Thanksgiving in the second and fourth quarters? Like I said, this is the weirdest thing. I've never seen a fan base almost more angry at the head coaches after a win because they did what they should have been doing, and we're more like, why now?
Yeah, I think they realized after the Patriots game that they messed up. Because the noise was coming from everywhere. And if I was still covering the Ravens, I think I would ask John Harbaugh, I'd be like, you don't ever want to lose a game. But if you're gonna lose a game, the Patriots game is almost like a blessing in disguise because they had to lose it in the manner that they lost it to figure out how to win the rest of the way. Because even with Lamar Jackson playing MVP level, it never got us to where we needed to go. But I think running a 250-pound running back behind a 350-pound fullback against the front sevens that are built to stop light running backs and the light receivers and tight ends and let's do it. Let's wreck the game. Because Falele, if you can do one thing at all, it's fucking run block. He's a 6'9" mountain, and they're using him to pass block, and that was never our game. He's the best when it's play action, when it's running downhill, and they don't know how they can't bull rush him and use technique on him because Lamar or Derek's gonna run by him.
Yep. No, that's 100%. Fact. It's like Falele is not a pass pro, and again, if you take the pass pro out, he's not necessarily a worthless lineman. Again, like you said, a fucking mountain. Just go forward. It works best. I don't understand why we haven't done it because our most successful fucking season have been when we've rushed, when we've kept these offenses off the field. Again, we have played decent offenses and they get up on us because we're getting off the field or we're, one way or another. Maybe we're the pass plays. Those don't take up enough time. Again, the run game sets up the clock, and clock management has just been a complete kryptonite for Harbaugh. Let's be honest.
This last game, we had the ball for 74 plays, 40 minutes and 16 seconds.
It's insane.
The first quarter, the Packers had like 5-6 plays.
Jeez.
Granted, the first drive because Nate Wiggins and the deep backs were getting torched up for 2 40-yard passes on the first drive of the game. But other than that, they, like I said, 40 minutes in a 60-minute game.
It's absolutely
amazing. They had I think it was they had 40 plays. We had 74. 53 were rushes.
Yeah. And what's two things in the Ravens' favor for Sunday against Steelers is Aaron Rodgers is not as mobile as Willis. I think Willis needs to extend plays a little bit longer. And he's got, Aaron Rodgers likes to get rid of it. They tried the Hail Mary against the last time the Ravens played him, and they did well on it, but it was two guys like DK Metcalf. He's not playing. Washington's not playing. They can afford, and Woozy is going to be in this game, they can afford to play back a little bit and just not get beat deep and just keep everything in front of them and just make them go down the field matriculately. Secondly, TJ Watt's playing, which means you want to keep him off the field. You want to counter his production. Just run the football. Run it at him, run it away from him, but just run it. Don't force Lamar Jackson to get into situations where he's got to avoid TJ Watt. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, without DK, because let's not forget, the first play of the game against the Ravens was a deep pass to DK on Marlon Humphrey for some god-awful reason. But as soon as that happened, we immediately turned into a turtle coverage. Well, we're not getting deep. They haven't done that all year. Then all of a sudden, Rodgers like, thank you, dunk, dunk, dunk. Now, in terms of his mobility, that is true, but we barely touched him the last time we played him here.
Yeah, true.
Remember, that's still been a problem for the Ravens is the pass rush, which also does make why the D-backs can look a little shaky at times because, like we talked about with Suggs, you get pressure, ball gets out quick. But, yeah, without Metcalf, that's just like I said, they don't have that. I'm not going to have big tight end.
I'm still going to say, sorry, Jordan, you want to say something?
No, it's a big tight end, too. I mean, losing Washington on the edge, it's huge from a blocking standpoint and from an underneath standpoint. The Ravens just be a lot more aggressive across the board. Good job.
And in terms of TJ Watt, let's not forget, he's not coming back from a football injury.
Yeah.
He's coming back from a medical procedure of a punctured lung. So, yes, because remember, before this week, Tom was like, I need to have him a full participation before he's fine. Then this week, all he kept saying is, well, we'll see.
It reeks of desperation, and I think
he's back, and like I said, he will be on a pitch count.
For sure.
Like I said, it's a punctured lung.
But third down, he's not going to be out there on first downs. I doubt it. And maybe the first drive he'll be out there, but
he'll be out there on definitely situational and guaranteed passing downs.
And I think the Ravens can make that not happen just by
run the ball, get in the short yardage. Don't get in the long yardage. That's where they wreak havoc.
I will say this, just jumping across the side of the ball. We let Willis go for 19 for 25, 284 yards and a touchdown.
Like Jordan pointed out, they only ran the ball 17 times. So
I get that, but Aaron Rodgers is like 3 times the quarterback Willis is. Like that
they also have their receiver core, I think, is slightly lesser though.
Slightly lesser, but still. You're talking about Aaron Rodgers, who is a former MVP, a Super Bowl winner, has done crazy, miraculous shit. Again, I'm not counting South, but again, that 284 from Malik Willis, the backup to Jordan Love, is concerning.
Absolutely. I do think some of that was on the run, was able to just extend plays.
But
to your point, Gerald, he was gashing this team early and never stopped.
Yeah, because like I said, that definitely lies to our pass rush. I mean, we had multiple times we could tackle. I mean, we were texting back and forth, and like, oh, that what a nice sack if we could, tackle ever. I mean, he had 2 play action bootlegs for touchdowns.
That's the other thing. I think the Ravens in the red zone against both those teams, I think, was good. I think the backbreaker for the Packers is that Willis could run it in. No, I mean, he did it last time he played us, but no one truly is worried about Aaron Rodgers taking off with it. And I think that allows the Ravens to be even a little bit more stingy in the red zone, which is good. Because the Ravens had trouble.
Those 2 play action bootlegs, which is so confusing to watching, because I'm normally used to watching that with Lamar as the quarterback, making the 3 defenders go that way. And then there's other times I'm watching, like, Nate Wiggins, you weigh like 180 pounds, soaking wet. Why are you even concerned of going inside to possibly tackle Josh Jacobs?
That was his worst game as a pro, at least that I remember. And maybe that also came at a good time. Like, I feel like the team is looking inward 2 games in a row, defensively against the Packers and offensively against the Patriots. And the result is going to be what we saw against the Bengals a couple weeks ago. Like, everything, we have the Steelers on tape. We have a whole lot of motivation. And we know exactly how to win on offense. And I think the Ravens are at a place now where if they don't play on offense the way they need to do it, they're going to hear about it. They're going to hear about it mid-game. They're going to hear about it at the interview. John Harbaugh had a play sheet. I don't know whether it was a
that was weird. I don't know where he found that.
But maybe it was just him going, fucking run.
I think he was just walking around. What's this? Oh, these
I don't think there was extra plays on there. I think it was just
run the ball.
I think he was literally just saying, "You dumb motherfuckers."
I'm pretty sure all he wrote on every one of those was "run the ball."
Run
the ball.
It's actually funny. So Kyle Van Noy did an interview with some person from ESPN or whatever. And he was saying, he's like, I've never seen Coach Harbaugh with a play sheet. And then I stopped me thinking, I'm like, I've never seen him with a play sheet.
Because normally we can see his stupid face going like this.
Yeah. You just see him. Or the hands up like, what's going on?
He talks so much crap about, like, he doesn't feel pressure about his job. He's not about to go down with this ship because his coordinators are screwing him. And I think now he's finally to the point where it's like, I'm at least going to control
something.
You call the run play all you want. Call the defensive play all you want. But we're not going to be playing mocking to choose the next 12 minutes of plays. Because that's going to cost him his career.
Like he should have did this shit weeks ago. I don't
years ago.
The Chiefs game.
Yes. I mean, there's a reason why.
That's just right there alone.
Yeah.
Chiefs game, he should have done it.
I don't mind a game manager I think they're the best head coaches, honest to God. Whether it's your Belichick's or your Vrabels, but like those are the guys that have the best feel for coaching. They're the best managers of men, in my opinion,
Mhm.
because they're not worried about whether or not you're throwing it, running it, divas, all that stuff. They're just worried about the team energy. But to not have control over the actual overall game plan is
That's absolutely
insane
unhinged.
to me. And I think this just kind of hammers it home that yeah, he's never had control over this team.
Dude, that's fucking diabolical.
But I thought the only thing closest to this is when he fired Tressel week whatever it was in 2012, and
Yeah.
on the way to Super Bowl. It's the same, not Tressel, but it's the same ballpark where it's like he's firing a coordinator. In this case, he's taking some control from his coordinators so that he can make sure that the Ravens, if something's working, they're going to keep doing it. Like I think he's old school enough to do that.
I think so. And I think we're about to see it. If we don't,
Yep, we riot.
we just straight riot.
You know what? And I'll sleep well at night knowing that he didn't do the right thing. It's not like we played well and lost. That's a whole other issue.
Yeah. So next question before we get into other things. Who's starting this week? Huntley or Lamar?
Lamar said he's playing. It's not this that question was rolled out as soon as he came out for a full practice on Wednesday without sleeves on.
And then Thursday.
He hasn't practiced. People pointed out that was his first time he practiced midweek in over a month.
Yeah. He hasn't played in over a month. That's the other thing. Like I feel like he hasn't played since the 20th, I think it was, against the Patriots. That was 20. That was like 21. That was almost 3 weeks ago at this point that he last played. So I think all the other injuries are healing up. And so if his back is okay, he's wearing a flak jacket, he might be the healthiest we've seen him since he went down against the Chiefs.
It's just so wild to me. Again, you get caught up in the bullshit with the media. It's like, oh, there are these trade rumors. Oh, the relationship with Harbaugh is not working, or this, that, and the other.
100%.
He's sleeping during meetings.
Yeah.
100%.
But here's the thing people forget. Lamar ain't got no fucking agent. Lamar doesn't talk to anybody. Lamar literally is the most, just caught to the chest. Nothing gets in, nothing gets out. So it's like you get caught up in these fucking stories, these headlines ESPN is trying to project. And I think it causes, fan base anxiety, to be honest.
Oh, that's exactly why you saw in his press conference, he basically was like, I don't know where these are from. I don't know where these stories come from.
Before somebody did say
100%. You're gonna read the comment. 100%.
Ross, hold up. Dan the Goat One just said, y'all think we would have won more games if we started Huntley instead of Rush? Without hell,
we win that Rams game. I would guarantee we win that Rams game if Huntley starts that whole game.
I think the Texans game is different because
the Texans game is different. Will we win? I do not know. That Rams game, 100% we win.
But I think because we were so banged up defensively, like Hamilton didn't play.
Yes, that game was, and they were just pissed.
I think if we make the playoffs and we host the Houston Texans, and now this is 2 weeks down the road, you're talking about a Houston Texans team. My brother just got back from Houston. It is 82 degrees down there. You're going to come into 24-degree Baltimore City against a fucking pissed-off Ravens team with a team that knows how to run the football. I don't think the Texans win easily. I think it's a very good football game. Whether we win or not, I think is up in the air, but I think it's the Texans. Like, seriously, it's a flower.
Yeah. I honestly think, without a doubt, if Huntley had been starting instead of Cooper Rush, I think without it, this game wouldn't mean shit to us. I'm going to be real with you. I don't think the Steelers game would mean anything to us because we would have had this shit locked up a minute ago.
We'd be resting everybody. Huntley be playing in this game.
Yeah.
We'll
be playing unironically.
I mean, you saw the 3 games Lamar was out. One full Texans game with Cooper Rush. Our offense looked like dog shit. We play the Rams. They're having an off game. But our first half offense, once again, looked like ass. We bring in Huntley in. Yeah, we end up still losing because they end up getting it together. But it looked a lot better. And then guess what? He plays and starts against the Bears. And what happened? We won.
And that game at the time, we're thinking it's the Bears. They're upstart, but they're not good. They were fighting for the number 1 seed in the NFC, and so I think they were a little banged up too. But at the same time, still Caleb Williams, still all those guys. I think that kind of showed me that we're capable of beating any team in the NFC, and any team in the NFL if we're just playing normal football. Because it seems like anytime Huntley plays, they run the football with Henry.
Yeah.
And amazingly, we beat the shit out of whoever we play.
Yeah,
Like, I don't understand why
we
it's
run-
rocket science here.
we run the ball with Henry, and Huntley is a one read and go.
Yeah.
Which I am fine with that for him as a backup. It is perfect.
Oh,
and he
unbelievable.
knows
And it
when
wins
to
games.
go. And
But,
when he
like,
goes, he goes.
The thing with Lamar is if they still keep to that run the football mentality, 30 times this game to Henry, 10 times to Mitchell, 2 or 3 times with Lamar or whatever, and he's able to hit the deep shots and extend plays and find an open Zay Flowers and find a Hopkins and wait and know and the chemistry with they can run the score up on some football teams.
If Lamar comes out this week and plays like old Lamar, when he sees an opening, just go.
Yep.
If it just go. None of this try. We understand what you want to be. We understand. Yes, it worked last year, but guess what? Go be old Lamar. You and Henry need to carry this offense up and down the field.
Literally.
And yes, if it is him running, just like Huntley saw, anytime he look, nothing, go. What I say? Huntley had 8 carries for 60 yards.
It's unbelievable. And you could have way more.
And there was somewhere
points.
I was like, I think Lamar breaks away from that a little more.
Yep.
Like I said, the 2 times, he could have had a touchdown 2 times if he did just do read and go.
Yeah.
I mean,
and Lamar's better in the red zone. He has a better feel. He's the 2-time MVP for a reason. Like, he has a better feel no matter what the play situation is. But if Henry's putting us in 2nd and 2, 3rd and 1s, 2nd and 6s, 2nd and 5s, and we're able to just move the football, everything's going to play off the play action and everything. It just makes everybody's life easier, and Lamar can just do Lamar things.
Yeah, most people were saying start Huntley because they're afraid if Lamar starts, the offense is going to get stupid.
Agreed.
Yeah.
It's legitimate.
That's why
everyone's
everyone's like, no, I'd rather go with Huntley. Like, you're saying Huntley's better than Lamar? No. But if they're going to run the offense like that, I would rather have that and give Lamar another full week to get healthy.
And if it's because Lamar's out there that they're not running it, then I don't ever want to see Lamar. But, like, I feel like if they're actually going to play football the way they should be playing it and they're running it with Henry because he's the engine and Lamar can just be a superhero when he has the chance to be one, that's the best case scenario. Because Huntley can't throw the ball 40 yards downfield to a wide open Zay Flowers who does his little thing. And you don't see those breakout plays to Isaiah Likely where he's running. That just doesn't happen in a Huntley offense.
No, and again, it's one of those things where it's like, how do we make this guy a career backup for Lamar? Like, just make them a tandem. Like, they are tied together. Like, if Lamar's here, Huntley better be here because that transition, again, like you guys said, it's a lot more seamless than Cooper Rush. I don't even know why that was an idea. But, yeah, no, I just run the fucking ball. It's that simple. Just run the fucking down their throats. Early.
Yeah, it's the Steelers. Like, we did it last year in the playoffs and in week 17 or whatever. And this is the first time in the history of these two franchises that they're playing for all the money in week 18, week 17. Let's go. Like, there's no way they're going to be able to take 30 carries of Derrick Henry. No team can. They might stop him a little bit early, but he's one of those guys that as he gets going, which just makes the Patriots game so fathomable.
So that's Derrick Henry. He got going against the Packers, which that's a bonus if he can get going right away. But most times Derrick Henry, the first quarter, 3 yards of carry. Second quarter, 3.5, and then next thing you know, third quarter you've been getting hit by Derrick Henry for 30 times, and it's
beat the shit.
Crap. I don't want to hit him anymore.
What's remarkable about the Packers game is that he faced a loaded box, which I think is 8 guys or more, 44% of the time. And he was still doing what he did. The Steelers are going to look at that, and they're still going to probably pack the box, force Lamar Jackson to beat you. So I think play action fake early. I think I don't mind a pass play on the first play of the game. They did it last week.
No.
They did it against the Dolphins game. He didn't make it. But I think that gets the defense a little bit on their heels and Lamar Jackson in his game a little bit.
Yeah. It's going to be so exciting. I'm excited to watch this. Sunday Night Football, 3rd primetime game
in a row.
For a fan base who complains about the NFL not giving them primetime games, I think we need to shut up for a year.
We've had 4 things. Is it 4 since Thanksgiving?
Yes, we had Thanksgiving.
6 since the Dolphins game.
Then they put the Dolphins. Then they put the Patriots on prime time. Then we had prime time against the Packers. Then we got prime time against the.
Yep.
Yeah, the only time wasn't prime time was
This is the Bengals game.
Bengal game. This was a shutout.
Yeah, it's insane. And I'm just so excited that we're having this conversation right now. We're previewing this game and everything. Like we just didn't think it was going to happen this time a week ago. We just didn't.
No, I mean, I was holding hope, but I mean, I thought we could do it, but I was like, I don't think the Browns and Shador are going to win. Why the hell would they? They should have want to win.
It was the most relaxing football game I've watched in a while, though. The Packers game. Like I went in it thinking, it's what it is. It's out of our hands now. The script is the script. I'm gonna drink a little bit, watch this play. Holy shit, he had 4 touchdown runs. That's how that game went. And I was like, okay, this is a damn shame that we're doing this now. That's the feeling I had going to sleep that night.
Exactly how I felt.
I was like, I'm not even gonna get hyped up because it's not even worth the. And then as soon as the Browns won, I lost my ever living mind, and I've been on cloud 9 since.
Yeah.
Shut up, Tucker.
I'm with you. I usually don't normally when I'm at home drink, but that time I was like, it's Saturday night. I don't have. I'm gonna.
It's Christmas week.
It's Christmas week, and I'm gonna get a 6-pack of my Arnold Palmers. I'm gonna down them throughout the game, and then also like I bet on Derrick Henry to rush for 100 yards and a touchdown. I never bet on the Ravens just because
you don't bullshit.
I have not done it in years. I avoid.
Really?
Yes.
I bet the Patriots would win.
I very rarely ever put tickets in that have Ravens on them. Now, do I do future awards? Yes. I bet those for Ravens. But in games, I'm like, no, I do not put them on tickets. I think the only last time I actually won with a Raven, I'm pretty sure the last time I won with a Raven ticket was a random Keenan Mitchell to score a touchdown because I heard someone on the radio earlier that day say, I think that rookie Keenan Mitchell might get a touchdown. So I was like, screw it.
I do remember.
I just bet Derrick Henry to do 100 yards and a touchdown, mainly because I was like, if we are going to win, this is what we have to do. Yeah. After his 3rd touchdown, I'm like, I wish I knew he was going to do that.
It was the half. They annihilated the Green Bay Packers, a team that, without Micah Parsons, obviously hobbled, but still, and they had some other injuries, but still, a formidable playoff fucking caliber front 7 that knew the run was coming, tried to stop the run from coming at home on frigid Lambeau, and they had no answers for the King. He looked fresh, healthy, pissed off, motivated, youthful. That's dangerous when you
at least one guy's
January
flying 5
2nd.
yards in the air.
It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
This is probably going to be the freshest playoff Derrick Henry has ever been.
And Lamar.
We do shots for tutties. That's what our thing. We have this tradition at home. Shots for touchdown. Every touchdown you take.
You got hammered.
We got fucked up.
You had to.
Oh my God.
5 touchdowns?
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God.
Derrick had 4. Zay had 1.
That's a nice touchdown by Zay.
Anyone else had PTSD when that happened?
Oh, of course.
I was like, no.
Even the announcers said it.
Oh, no. I'm like, God damn it, not again. I was like, he caught it.
We find it's happened to Isaiah Likely twice, and it's happened to Zay Flowers twice. I'm thinking about the AFC Championship.
That would have been a double whammy. That would have been now when he's like, no, either did he catch it or no, he caught it, but then he fumbled out of the back of the end zone. Like, no.
Yeah. It's unbelievable. But he's such a good ball player. He's the best receiver we've ever had, I think, easily. All
he has to do is just work on going straight
and
hold the ball. Don't try to be the hero if it's not there.
Don't be the hero in big games or big moments, I would argue. Because I think 9 out of 10 times that play produces extra yards, breakaway, that kind of stuff. But every once in a while it sneaks up on him, and it's always when the game's on the line.
Yeah, especially if you just know the situation.
Exactly.
You don't need to be the hero. Like the last fumble he had. Know that we had time. You didn't need to make the play there. Or
Mark Andrews against the Patriots. The toss for no reason.
I was livid.
Motherfuckers.
I was livid at that game when I saw him. I was like, what the hell was that?
I've never seen 2 such super talented ball players in the form of Zay Flowers and Mark Andrews fucking shit the bed
So
every time it's a
that-
prime time impactful football game. I've never seen it happen. Like at this point, like the 2-point conversion, yeah, that is on Mark Andrews. Like stop fumbling it, stop dropping passes. Playoff game against Titans, it bounced off his fucking hand for an interception. We were driving the football field to go up 7-0 in the divisional round. We probably win that football game and the goddamn Super Bowl. It's infuriating.
It is. Absolutely. I mean, absolutely. Again, I to Ross's credit about the whole running up field type shit, I do think that gets addressed in the offseason because it's been a consistent issue, I think, for him.
Has it been addressed already? That's the question. Like I feel like that's that part of Harbaugh doing this shit.
Like
Fucking running.
Like it's funny. We complained about Hollywood because he would catch it and fall. We're like, what are you doing?
We can't win. They're the same
Now
player.
we're over here like, Zay, you're catching it, but then you're juking 5 yards backwards.
There's like
and I'll give this about Hollywood. He had his biggest game of his career in the playoffs. He showed up.
Yeah. Agreed.
So when he can catch the ball, he's good.
When he catches the ball and holds on to it, he's the best receiver.
And is already out in space.
He had the touchdown catch in the poop game.
Uh-huh.
He had the touchdown catch in the poop game.
Okay.
Fucking love him. What a team. What a crazy team. What a circus.
And the good circus, usually.
They're all just like he's catching his own pass, dropping it, and then he fucking fumbles it the next play, and then he throws a touchdown pass, so likely that gets dropped. And then what the fuck are we watching right now? Every game. They don't actually get beat by anyone. Ever.
No,
historically.
I don't remember the last time they lost.
The Texans beat the ever-living piss out of them.
Yeah, you're right. That's just, the Texans were a little pissed.
That game was
I'll
over.
give them that one. The Texans did beat us.
The Patriots, they just beat us.
We beat ourselves.
We beat ourselves. 12 minutes and 50 seconds. You stopped running Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
2 drives where you could have sealed the game.
And we were winning five. We were winning, guys. We were up by 5 points.
That's true.
With fucking Derrick Henry
we're
sitting.
driving, and they have Mitchell in, and he's like, "Oh, rotation."
Derrick Henry. We win the football game. Just getting a few first downs. Like we couldn't even get a first down in that game.
I'll be real with you. If I see Ali in this game and not Derrick Henry down inside the 20.
Oh, and then Ross, isn't our boy Justice Hill coming back to fuck all this up? God damn it.
I mean, I guess, yeah. I mean, if we want to go.
If it's just purely for the plays that Ali was in, give it to me. Because Ali is doing nothing for me outside one fucking running play against the Bengals.
I mean, yeah, if we want to go injury report, we can.
But I liked Derrick Henry on 3rd down last week. That gave me all kinds of fuzzy feelings.
Yeah, let's get that in. There's
all right. Well, we'll start off with wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins. He missed, I think, 1 day or so, just some rest. Charlie, he's good. Apparently, had a nose problem.
Fuck.
You know what? Speaking of Charlie, if we don't bring Likely back, we better bring Charlie back. I love Charlie. He's my new favorite. He's my new favorite quiet guy. He's just kind of there. Always have fun.
Since Boyle.
And he's my new Boyle.
Definitely Boyle 2.0.
Good old Pancake. He's playing. These are no injuries, by the way.
Yeah, there are no injuries. So.
These are the ones that they're playing. They weren't hurt throughout the week. He had an ankle. Roquan had a hammy issue. Roddy Stanley, good old grandpa. He was a knee and also rest. So Gerald's favorite BYU, Kyle Van Noy. He's good with a quad. Or he has a foot, so we might see Emory Jones and on his side, because God forbid he'll never replace Falele. And the one that we really were questioning about, Lamar Jackson, he's good with a back.
Now I did see, Ross, that Marlowe and Bateman had sickness. Or do you think they'll play?
They're the only 2 that are questionable. Like I said, little bugs. So they'll have till Sunday night. They'll probably be pumping themselves with electrolytes and whatever athletes do to try to.
I also today was Saturday, and so
I've had my days off a little thrown off
better. That we have 2 days.
Today's Friday. We have a whole extra day for. Like I said, the only other questionable guy was random Tavion Bryant is a D tackle. He's coming back from the IR, so he's not back. But
So here's the question: what kind of practice do you think the Ravens had this week? Do you think it was a physical one, or do you think it was more walkthrough, given the style of the football and the time of year we're in? Or do you think they said, "Fuck it, we're going hard in the paint"?
I personally think they probably had a more strategic walkthrough practice. You know what you're going to get with the Steelers. You know how intense it's going to be. And this late into the season, this cold of a weather.
Lamar ain't wearing sleeves. I know that much.
Possible.
Lamar's a demon now. We don't wear sleeves.
Yeah.
He didn't wear sleeves in the Bengals game. He didn't wear sleeves one day of practice. Oddly enough, when it seemed like they were inside, though, he was wearing sleeves. So,
He's wearing a whole face thing inside.
Yeah. Well, he'll probably wear the face thing.
I think he sleeps in it. I think he sleeps in a face thing.
You saw when he showed us to the Bengal game, he had a whole pink hoodie that was a zip up whole face thing. He loves.
Crazy.
But no, yeah, but. No, I think in Jack said, you know the Steelers. You literally just played them like twice within the past month or so. It's you know them, yeah. And
that was the game where Isaiah Likely had the touchdown called back.
Oh, that's another game that we know we got screwed. So this game shouldn't mean anything.
The phantom 15-yard flag on a field goal. It turned into a touchdown. We lost by 4.
The Aaron Rodgers catching the ball, having possession when he really didn't.
I think the Steelers knew they got away with one in that game. They were out playing the football game, and now there is no lack of motivation for the Ravens in this game between the outcome of that football game and the way that they just got free house money in this football game. It's all there for everyone. And you have veterans on the team you brought in for this game, Hopkins and Henry, and it's like the Steelers are playing not to lose, and I feel like you're going to see that on Sunday. They're not healthy. Even if they bring Watt out, he's got half a lung.
Yeah,
it's just not. They're not. All he has to do is beat them early, and they'll be conquered. They don't want to be there.
Yep. Just play Ravens football. That's all we can ask for. Oh God, it's going to be a great weekend. I'm excited. I'm really excited. It's crazy around the whole fucking league, but real quickly, Broncos got the number 1 spot right now. That's crazy. What is this, 1998? That's wild. Patriots are back in 2nd place. Jaguars are in 3rd, and it comes down to us versus the Steelers. We're going to see what the fuck happens. And then there's the Texans and a bunch of other people in the fucking hunt. It's going to be an exciting...
No, the Ravens are the only team in the hunt.
Well, yeah. Well, them and then Chargers, Bills.
Well, Chargers and Bills are set in at wild cards.
Yeah.
Texans could still win the South.
That's crazy.
If they...
It involves the Jaguars losing to the Colts, though, which I don't think...
Oh, yeah. Basically, the South... Yeah, for the South, I have... The Jags win, they take the division. The Texans wild card. The Jags lose, Texans win, they win the division. They both win or lose, the Jags get it.
At the same time, which is awesome. That's pure. So they got to play them.
Well,
I think it's wild to me the Bills are a wild card. Potentially the number 7 seed going into number 2 New England is a potential here.
That's nice.
Bills. Yeah, good.
This is also way down the line, but there's a situation where the Ravens could, if they just keep winning in the playoffs, could host the AFC Championship game because the likes of the Buffalo Bills, who I trust more than any other team in the AFC field, running the table as the fucking 7 seed, and you know what I mean, and a team going in and knocking off the Patriots and then knocking off the Broncos, and here we are, the 4 seed, just magically hosting games because we beat the Jaguars and then we beat the Chargers or something. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. The NFL this season is absolutely insane, but we got to get through this weekend first.
Yep.
And it's going to be on the heels of who's getting the game ball. For us to win, we have to replicate what we've been doing with Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry game ball, that's easy as fuck. 36 carries, 216 yards, and 4 touchdowns. What more needs to be fucking said? Do that again. Always. We only got probably about a year of Derrick Henry left, I'd imagine. Contractually wise, I imagine. We probably have a year. So we might as well get the most out of him while we can now. And, hey, go from there.
And I'll say this. This is the biggest example of a year of you're not guaranteed anything. They were the number 1 most betted team in the Super Bowl, 11% chance They started 1-5. They got into this position they're even in today because they had teams lose. Like, they've got Derrick Henry, and it's someone that you can't imagine going to Canton without a ring. I just can't fathom it. Like, you can't fathom Terrell Suggs or Ed Reed. Like, these guys got their rings when it seemed the most inconceivable after most painful losses that they had the year before. Same thing last year. And I do wonder if this is the year where the Ravens, they flipped their proverbial script and they're now sucked all year. We're in. Let's get hot. 2012 all over again. 2000 all over again.
I mean, not only really necessarily 2012. I've been thinking about this for a week or so now. Every time the Ravens have won the Super Bowl, they're not one of the top teams going into this.
Yeah.
They're like,
that's what we just said.
But not only 2012, back in the first one, our first Super Bowl, we had a good defense, but we had an offense that went 5 weeks without scoring a touchdown.
Can you imagine if this team did this in the social media era? Like, everyone forgot that Peyton Manning had 18 interceptions his rookie year and didn't win a Super Bowl until his 10th season. Like, that's what we're dealing with here. But they didn't get the fire because they weren't. Lamar Jackson gets so much hate for someone that's doing more with less than Peyton Manning ever did until he finally won one. And he didn't do any fucking shit in that game. Like, they had 5 field goals against Patriots, the Ravens. Like, it's unbelievable.
Again, if Twitter existed in the early 2000s, Peyton Manning right out the gates would have been a choke artist. There would be no random commercial. Like, he would be just known straight up as a choke artist until he finally got that fucking ring.
Number 2 overall pick, Manning. Like, he would have never heard the end of it.
Yeah, like...
It's unbelievable. Lamar was a 32nd round pick. Teams wanted him at fucking receiver. Like, they should be praising this guy for what he's done to transcend the position in the Ravens and the NFL over the last fucking half a decade. And instead, it's just he plays hurt, he quits, he sleeps, he's lazy. It's like, what? He's only ever been an absolute baller, doing things that I've never seen and like people will never see ever again on a football field.
Hands down.
And so, hell yeah, he needs to play on Sunday. Hell yeah, he needs to play in the Super Bowl, the playoffs for us to go to the Super Bowl. And they just need to remember who they have behind him lining up, and it's a generational running back. Take advantage of a generational running back. We haven't seen one of these guys since AP, since LaDainian Tomlinson. I mean, that's the class that he's in.
Yeah, again, it's fucking crazy. Oh, I love this shit, man. This shit's so fucking crazy. But it's going to be exciting. Sunday Night Football, Ravens versus Steelers, all or nothing. I'm not even going to. Yeah, I'm going to talk so much fucking shit. I got people to text after this. It's time to have some fun, guys. It is time to have some fucking fun. Before we get out of here, though, any last thoughts? Happy birthday, Ross. What you got on your mind?
No, just that's what we've been saying. Just run the goddamn ball. I don't know how many times more we have to say it, but yeah. I mean, it works.
Yeah. You do, Jordan.
We haven't talked about this at all, and I think it tells you the state of the rivalry, but it's Ravens Steelers. And 10 years ago, 15 years ago, we have this game. It's can't miss television. People are upset it's even in prime time because that's where we're at. Like, I feel like but these kind of games that bring out the rivalry, the bitterness, the hatred, the bitterness, the passion. And I think you're going to see it on Sunday. I think you've got careers in the line. Guys like Aaron Rodgers potentially in their final game. Guys like Derrick Henry, DeAndre Hopkins. Like, are they playing their last game in a Ravens uniform? We don't know. Isaiah Likely. And so I just feel like it's a chance here that it's going to be a physical game. It's going to be all over the place. And I think the Ravens need to be the more physical football team. And I think this is the kind of game that John Harbaugh has made a career out of. He tends to win these fucking games. It's the games where the Ravens get away from what they do that they lose. And I think it's set up perfectly for them. In prime time, I think the entire NFL world will just be like, well, fuck us. Because, goddamn it, we broke the monster. Yep. Thank you, Drake May. You son of a bitch.
That's crazy. No, it's fucking Drake. Wow. Like, he's about to win MVP.
Probably. Yeah, he's pretty good.
Might win MVP. That's crazy.
He probably will.
It'll be the same conversation between Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. What do you care more about, stats or something? Because Stafford's stats dwarf his.
They don't, though, when you look at the running yards.
If you add rushing yards, but
You have to.
Rushing yards. It's your position.
That's what he does so well, though. Like he's such a good rusher.
depends on it might
He
be
doesn't have
remember,
number 2 wide receivers.
Stafford's still technically going to be considered old school era quarterback, so he's not necessarily going to be known for his running, but he has over 40,000 yards passing and 40 touchdowns.
Yeah.
As most people like to say, remember, Lamar should have won MVP with those type of stats.
Yeah. And the other thing is the Rams are like
and who have
7-2 against 500 teams. The Patriots
and that's
are
another thing I looked. Someone pointed out it's the weird NFL, analytics. Stafford has gone against more of the top passing defending teams compared to Drake May going against the top rushing team.
The Jets twice, the Dolphins twice, Browns.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Patriots.
No, I mean technically right now it's Drake May's the betting odds favorite. He just became that, but Stafford just had a
He's
the interception game.
The other thing here, guys, is no one thought the Patriots would be the number 2 seed. That's why he's going to win it.
But remember, Stafford was supposed to miss the start of the season.
True, but it's the Rams. Like I don't think anyone.
The Rams have had a tougher schedule.
Yeah, but he's throwing a Puka and he's throwing to Devontae Adams, and he's got Henry.
Yeah, but the year Lamar won MVP with the worst stats. He was like 10-1 against teams above 500.
In prime time.
Who they want to look at? What do they? This is bringing up the argument again that Ravens and the Bills have been having for the past 2 years. What is more important?
Ross, I don't give a fuck. He's passing to Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams. Who the fuck? Stephon Diggs in New England? Are you kidding? Drake May all the way. Like, bro, are you kidding?
Who's Drake? Drake May plays the Jets twice. Drake May plays the Jets twice. He plays the Dolphins twice. Stafford is playing against the Rams.
They literally rewrote their division. The Bills were running that division for the 5 years.
And guess what? They barely won that division still.
They said 13-3 wild, dumbass.
The Rams are going to finish third in their
because
division.
We were stupid.
We're tracking at home.
And May wasn't. I don't know. It's going to be exciting. I'm interested.
It's not as sexy as Lamar versus Allen. I'll say.
We're basically trying. That's that argument. Who he's throwing to is punishing him for who is. That's not his fault.
Not to mention Drake's.
You have to throw it to him.
Me too.
He's also like 40, almost 30. He's almost 40 years old.
I will take all the money though that they have. They're not as good next year when they're playing.
Oh, I guarantee you. I mean, they're playing a first. They're going to be playing a first.
That's going to be telling. That's literally going to be telling. Yeah,
like I said, they were playing a last place, a second to last place schedule this year. Plus, their division is
and a god awful AFC North.
Yeah. Oh shit. Oh, I love this shit. Oh man. So we got the Steelers about to get out of here, but Derrick Henry, we just need to run him. Like, let's get a 300. Who was the last one? Jamal Lewis, I think we had him. He ran for 300 once.
295 in 2003.
295?
Because then AP beat it by 1 yard by going 296.
He won't ever get 295 because the Ravens have Keaton Mitchell. So what? I mean, and
Lamar.
The only way he's going to get it is if he breaks the long run. That's what Jamal did. I mean, he could have had
a lot of long runs, for that because
we got 3 like 50-yard runs.
We got Mitchell. We got Lamar. We got
Ali.
Ali will come in. He can.
That'd be crazy.
Now we have Justice
runs.
Yo, why don't they ever run with him?
Because they hate him. They don't like it. I don't know.
Like, what are we doing? What are we doing at the goal line that we're not running it every play with Ricard? Mark Andrews might have a 30-yard run in this game off the goddamn.
Man, he's gonna get people to jump off sides.
What a beast!
He's gonna do a hard snap.
I love how everyone's just doing it now. They're going crazy.
Because Eagles introduced it, and no one in the Rams and a bunch of people tried to stop it, but no one let them. The Ravens included. Ravens didn't try to stop it. Ravens were like, oh yeah, we're good with it.
The Ravens run it just as well as any team in football.
Hey yo, to those Steelers fans who just commented, prepare to watch fucking Aaron Rodgers for the last time in the Steelers jersey. Just don't even worry about that. Fucking done. Sorry, I let the fans get to me.
The quarterback, I guaranteed I can go back and find every Steeler fan saying no, don't sign Aaron Rodgers. No. Now they're relying on him on a win or go home because he couldn't win against the Browns.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They have not won a playoff game since before Lamar Jackson came in the league.
They were too worried to get about Garrett getting a record than actually winning the game. Yeah. Rodgers had a wide open receiver on that last play, but he threw a fade to Denzel Ward.
Rodgers is better than everybody on the Ravens. Dude, the chat smokes.
What year are you in? What year are they in where Rodgers is better than anyone on the Ravens?
They're back in 2013. I don't know.
It's what, peak Rodgers?
Oh, God. This is crazy. Rodgers is better.
Hold on. Did heard us say it's the last time? You mean the last time when the refs handed the Steelers the game?
Ooh, got him.
I mean,
they might be talking about the playoffs last year.
You mean the last time we played y'all in the playoffs? Yeah, that was fun for y'all, right? I enjoyed that game.
Yeah, that was fun. That was crazy. Oh man, I love it. We got some action in the chat, bro.
I love
this shit. TJ Watt back.
TJ Watt has a half a lung. He's gonna barely play. You go get poked in the lung and didn't play an NFL game in 3 weeks.
Lamar, we just can't get in situations where Lamar's got to drop back and they put him in harm's way because TJ Watt is a talent. They just have to negate him by running the football at him, away from him, just run it. Like the Steelers aren't stopping Derrick Henry 30 times.
You all didn't smoke us the last time.
We got one smart fan in the chat. TJ is everybody's second. Probably. Again, that type of injury. That's a medical procedure. You have a hole in your fucking lung. You have to run. You're an edge rusher. All you're doing is running. This does not bode well for your boy. It does not. Come on.
He would not be playing if this game wasn't for all the marbles. I guarantee you it.
Hands down. No.
It's this or go home, so he's fucking going to play anyway. And it's going to be pitch count, third down plays, maybe the first drive because it's like, it's an imagery thing, but they're gonna fucking play action fake and throw it immediately to fucking Likely for 10 yards, and then they're gonna run it and 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 run it.
Yo, this chat.
So yeah, they saw Kenny Pickett beat the. I saw Ryan Mallett, rest his soul, beat the Ravens, beat the Steelers.
Damn, got him. Oh man, I love this shit. I love this week, and it is gonna be a fun time. So. Before we get out of here, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for rocking with us for about a decade now. We're still going. We're only going to get better. We're only going to keep talking our shit. So, yes, don't forget to like and subscribe. Fuck the Steelers. Go Ravens.